Dozens of people have been injured in a Russian missile attack in Ukraine as negotiators from the United States and Russia discuss elements of a ceasefire proposal for the three-year-old war. At least 90 civilians were wounded in the strike, which damaged a school and a hospital in a residential area in the northeastern Ukrainian city of Sumy, near the Russian border. At least 17 children were injured. Officials say many more had been evacuated to air raid shelters.
There was such an explosion and everything flew away.
I was in the building next door. I was thrown against the wall. It became clear that there was an explosion somewhere nearby.
Key negotiators from the US and Russia are aiming to secure a maritime ceasefire in the Black Sea to allow shipping to resume safely. Last week, Russia rejected a Trump administration proposal for a full 30-day ceasefire, but it did agree to a pause on attacks targeting energy infrastructure. A Ukrainian delegation is also in Riyadh and is holding separate talks with the US officials. The US president insists progress is being made.
Ukraine wants to see it settled. I think they have to have it settled, and Russia wants to see it settled. And I think if I weren't president, this would never happen. We have a great group of people working on it, and it takes a good part of their day settling something that really, it affects us monetarily because we've given so much money, and we're getting that done. In fact, Scott is telling me that the agreement on rare earths is just about completed. They'll sign it shortly.
Moscow has launched 3 consecutive nights of air attacks on the Ukrainian capital. Russia says it's downed more than 200 Ukrainian drones in the past day. As diplomatic efforts continue, the Kremlin is being accused of making hollow statements about peace as it continues to strike densely populated Ukrainian cities.
The war was brought here by Russia, and it is Russia that we must push the war out of. They must be forced to peace. Pressure must be applied to them in order to ensure safety.
Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022 after illegally annexing Crimea in 2014. The Kremlin currently occupies about 20% of Ukrainian territory. It's demanding Kyiv formally drop its NATO ambitions and make land concessions. There's scepticism from Kyiv's frontline forces about the efforts to end the long-running conflict.
As long as the Russians have resources and strength, they will not agree to any ceasefire. Until they use up all they have, as long as they can move, as long as they have manpower and weapons, they will not agree to a ceasefire.